breaking. Hamas has exactly 72 hours to surrender or face consequences the world has never seen before. In a world where ceasefires collapse faster than Pakistan's economy, one man walks back into the Middle East spotlight: Donald Trump. Yes, the same Trump who once threatened to bomb Iran now wants to broker peace in Gaza. And he's not alone. Standing beside him is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, fresh off months of global criticism and ICC arrest warrants. Together, they've dropped a 20-point peace plan that gives Hamas exactly 72 hours to surrender. Not negotiate, not delay. Surrender. So what's in this magical scroll of diplomacy? First, Hamas must release all hostages alive and dead within 72 hours of Israel accepting the deal. Then, they must disarm, give up control of Gaza, and hand it over to a technocratic committee supervised by an international board of peace chaired by Trump and Tony Blair. Yes, Tony Blair, the man who helped start the Iraq War. If Hamas complies, Israel will release 250 prisoners serving life terms, 1,700 detained Gazans, and even return bodies. Humanitarian aid will flood in, roads will be rebuilt, and Gaza will be transformed into a terror-free zone. Sounds dreamy, right? But here's the twist: Hamas is still studying the proposal. Translation: they're panicking. Their leadership in Qatar is scrambling. Their allies are confused. And their fighters on the ground are wondering if this is a trap. Because surrender means losing power, losing weapons, and losing the narrative. And Hamas isn't exactly known for peaceful transitions. Meanwhile, Trump's media machine is spinning this as the greatest peace offer since Camp David. And Netanyahu? He's already declared victory before Hamas even replied. Arab nations, like Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar, have cautiously welcomed the plan. The EU is optimistic. Even China and Russia are nodding. But the Palestinian Authority is skeptical, and Hamas's ally, Islamic Jihad, calls it aggression disguised as peace. On the streets of Gaza, people are torn. Some want peace, others fear betrayal. And while the world debates, the clock ticks. Because Trump didn't just offer a deal, he issued an ultimatum. And if Hamas refuses, Israel has full US backing to finish the job. Let's be honest, this isn't a peace plan. It's a diplomatic sledgehammer. Trump gets to play savior, Netanyahu gets to keep troops in Gaza, and Hamas gets a choice between surrender or annihilation. It's like offering a drowning man a lifeboat with a camera crew and a contract. And if Hamas refuses, well, Trump already said it'll be a very sad end, which in Trump speak means airstrikes, tanks, and headlines. So while Hamas holds emergency meetings, Israel sharpens its blades, and the world watches like it's a Netflix thriller. If Hamas accepts, Gaza enters a new phase governed by technocrats, rebuilt by international aid, and monitored by a peace board chaired by Trump. If they refuse, Israel escalates, and the war continues. Either way, the region changes. And Trump? He walks away with headlines, handshakes, and maybe even a Nobel nomination. Because in geopolitics, perception is power. And right now, Hamas looks cornered, confused, and outplayed. This isn't just about Gaza. It's about power, legacy, and control. Trump wants to be remembered as the man who ended the Gaza war. Netanyahu wants to crush Hamas without losing global support. And Hamas? They're stuck between surrender and survival. The 72-hour clock is ticking. And when it hits zero, the world will know who blinked first. So, here we are, watching history unfold, one ultimatum at a time. Hamas has 72 hours. Trump has the spotlight. Netanyahu has the backing. And Gaza? Gaza has a choice: peace or fire. Let's see who flinches first.